some of the greatest HR leaders I've seen are people that start off on the retail side that are people who start off in store operations, right? And then they move into HR later. And I'm sometimes now starting to see people who come up through HR and then move into operations. So you see it both ways. But you started out in operations as well. And I'm curious, were there things that you saw or understood about the business at that time that you feel HR professionals were missing when you were in store ops?
Yeah, I think as I reflect on it, I can pick up on maybe what was missing then. I don't think I did in the moment because
Okay.
I think in my early career, I saw HR as transactional in the sense of, are they supplying talent? Are they supplying, the different developmental programs? Right, which by the way is an aspect of what HR does. But what I've come to realize later is successful HR, and by the way, I had great partners when I was an operator, but successful HR does more, right? They're thought partners. They talk about how to leverage and get the most out of the human capital, right? It goes back to what I learned as a high school student. Like, how do you inspire people to want to do more, right?
Mhm.
Not just tell them, not just, but how do you build that confidence? How do you think strategically about how you maneuver and you balance teams? I think that's a function of HR that sometimes gets overlooked. It this notion of just build the best team you can doesn't necessarily work. It's how people work with each other that actually builds great teams.